loves, welcome to my channel Son of Stars. Welcome to today's reading. So today is going to be a career guidance reading. It actually doesn't matter whether or not you know already where you want to go. So this could pertain to you finding what the best career would be for you, or basically how you can find out what the best career would be for you. But this is basically a reading where we're going to look at which energies would be beneficial for you to look at, focus on, in order for you to achieve success in your career, or to achieve success when it comes to finding your purpose in your career. Okay, so take it how it resonates. Some of you guys, you already have an idea in mind. Some of you guys have a lot of ideas in mind and you're not quite sure which one would be the right one. For others of you, you already have your side hustle, your business. Some of you guys are thinking about quitting your job and doing something on your own. And some of you guys, you don't really know what you want to do when it comes to your career, but you know that you want a life that exudes, or a life that represents peace, independence, emotional abundance. Okay, so no matter where you're at on the timeline, this reading is for you. We're just going to look at what kind of energy, what kind of actions you can do, or what can you basically look at in that situation that would highly benefit you and your career, as well as you kind of like attracting or even manifesting, creating some type of success energy when it comes to your career, okay? Or when it comes to you finding what might potentially be something that is going to bring you financial abundance, or even just simply getting a job or getting a promotion, okay? So take it how it resonates, because this is going to be a general reading. Also, I'm super duper happy to be back again. I was on vacation in Greece and it was beautiful. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I got super duper dark. Anyway, in the next clip, you can choose between 3 beautiful images. One thing that I want to tell you guys is I'm not going to go into which career would be the best for you. I'm just going to guide you when it comes to your next steps, or how you can find it out yourself, because again, this is a general reading, which means there's going to be a lot of different careers, a lot of different niches and areas where you can possibly succeed. I might be doing another reading when it comes to finding out which career niche or what would be potentially good for you. Okay, so if you guys want to see that additionally to this career guidance, let me know down in the comments if you want to see, like, you know, like a video when it comes to what career could be potentially good for you, where can you potentially find abundance. I might also put it in this reading, I don't know yet, because usually my readings are quite long. So we're gonna see, okay? Yeah, in the next clip you can choose between 4 beautiful images. Just go with your intuition, which image speaks to you, what do you feel drawn to. I also recently, like, I usually when I watch pick a card readings, I usually go with my intuition and close my eyes and pick a number. But I've recently noticed that sometimes in the pick a pile or pick a card, there's certain like signs on the image or on the picture or something like that. So you can also go with that. Just you know, go with your intuition, okay? I'm also going to dive into where you are currently at when it comes to your career, so that you know that you chose the right pile. Enough talking. I'm going to see in your reading, guys, and you can choose between 3 beautiful images, and I'm going to see you there. pile number 1. So you chose this beautiful image here. Let's look at what your spirit guides want you to know when it comes to your career. First of all, I want to dive into your energy when it comes to your career so that you know that you chose the right pile, okay? So I was asking Spirit, where are you currently at when it comes to your career? And we got the High Priestess, the Temperance, and the Strength card. So we're starting on a strong foot, I think you would say, okay? So one thing that I want to tell you guys is you're gonna succeed. You do not have to worry about that whatsoever, okay? One thing that I want to tell you guys here, I'm seeing here that a lot of you guys, you are currently contemplating, okay? With the High Priestess, your intuition has really been very active, meaning like your third eye has been very active. The signs around you have been super duper active, or you've received a lot of signs. I even want to say recently you received signs that you cannot make sense out of, like you saw something or there was some type of coincidence, synchronicity, and you're still thinking about, what should that mean? Or what is the universe trying to tell me with that? What is this message trying to tell me? What is this sign about, okay? For others of you, I'm seeing an energy here that your intuition has been telling you to go into a specific direction, but you're still in the contemplative mode or still in the energy of, should I do it, should I not? When is the right time to start? When is the right time for me to maybe, for example, open my second source of income? When is the right time for me to succeed? When is the right time for me to launch something, to apply for a new job, okay? When is the right time for me? Oh, I also forgot. Damn, I almost forgot that. I also chose for each pile, I chose a business book or a book about finances, and the book that is behind your choice is, what is it called? Before You Quit Your Job, okay? Rich Dad, Before You Quit Your Job, 10 real life lessons every entrepreneur should know about building a multi-million-dollar business, okay? So we're gonna look at that at the end of the reading, but that would also tell me that a lot of you guys, because I have been talking about quitting your job or thinking when it's time for you to change department or something like that, I feel like a lot of you guys, you really want to become independent, okay? I feel an energy that a lot of you guys, you might have been thinking about quitting your job, or you might have felt really out of place when it comes to the department that you're working in or the job that you're currently working in, or you in general have always had this attitude or this feeling that you might be destined to be an entrepreneur, or you have had this niggling feeling that it's time for you to quit your job and go to another one, or to find a different job, or to completely change your career, okay? And a lot of you guys, I want to tell you that you have like a very, very strong intuition, okay? I feel like you have a super duper strong intuition, but you might not always trust your intuition, okay? Because trusting your intuition kind of means that you blindly trust something or just a feeling or a sign from the universe without even having the evidence. And actually, before I started to record, I saw a quote and I want to share that with you guys. Give me 1 second because I feel like it's relevant here. 1 second, guys. Okay. Vision is the art of seeing what is invisible to others, okay? So there might be an energy where you might have received signs, symbols, and synchronicities, and you might have wondered, is this like the green light for me to do something? Does this really mean that this is my purpose, okay? And for others of you, you just have been contemplating when is the right time for you to start something, or when is it finally time for you to succeed? When is it finally time for you to shine? Okay, I'm seeing a lot of you guys, you have been working on something with the Strength card. I almost want to say it's interesting because this image that you have chosen looks like, you know, like a building, right? And somebody built this building. And here we also have like a statue of a lion. So I want to say that some of you guys, you've already started something, or you have already started, I want to say you've already started to work on something, may it be a skill, may it be sending applications, may it be becoming better at something, or may it just be really 100% finding out what you can do in order to become financially abundant, meaning like you've really been contemplating, like even asking Spirit. I also see that a lot of you guys, you recently have prayed for an answer, okay? Because we have the card here, happy news, your prayer is answered in a creative way. So one thing that Spirit wants to tell you is that they have heard your prayer, okay? Everything is unfolding right now in front of you because you put this prayer out into the universe that you want to live like a beautiful, financially free life. You want to become more independent. You want to finally find your purpose, and whatever you spoke into the universe heard you, and your prayer is being answered right now in this very moment as everything is unfolding, okay? So I want to say that a lot of you guys, you have been recently asking Spirit or even journaling about it or even talking to friends like, I don't know what my purpose is. Or some of you guys, you might have thought like, I really have this feeling that I want to open up this business, but I don't know when the right time is, you know, or is it really time? Am I ready to do so? Am I good enough to do so? Okay, and for others of you, again, there is an energy of like, am I ready to start something new and quit something else? Or am I good enough? Am I strong enough to handle? Because am I strong enough to handle what is coming towards me as I follow my vision, as I follow my intuition, okay? So I feel like a lot of you guys, you recently found yourself in contemplation mode. You recently found yourself praying, journaling, really asking the question, like, what is my purpose? What can I do to bring financial abundance into my life, right? And I feel like a lot of you guys, you've been recently feeling that the energy around you is way stronger, okay? Meaning that your spirit guides are around you right now in a very intense way. You have a lot of guidance right now around you, meaning that your spirit guides are actively talking to you. And the interesting thing is, I feel like they're talking to you again. It says happy news, okay? So what Spirit wants to tell you is that happy news is on the way, and that your prayers have been heard and they are answered. However, it says it is answered in a creative way, meaning maybe what you have been asking for, maybe what the question that you have put out into the universe is being answered in a more creative way. It doesn't feel like it's a serious answer. It's almost like when you find yourself receiving like a funny sign or like a funny coincidence, or maybe like even in a funny movie you see something, okay? This could also be pertaining to seeing a sign when it comes to art, because it talks about that your prayers are answered in a creative way, meaning everything creative. That could be a book, a song, an art, you know, like art piece, okay? So I want to say keep your eyes very open for anything that seems to be some type of art or some type of creation, because again, Spirit has a funny way of talking to us with the smallest things, such as the color that you're drawn to, okay? They can also talk to you with the song that you recently discovered. Everything has a message in it and is guiding you to your journey to abundance. And it's interesting because I feel like a lot of you guys, your journey has already started. You already put out the energy into the universe that your goal is it to live a life that is financially abundant, but at the same time also very peaceful, okay? And also feels right, okay? With the High Priestess, I feel an energy that you are very, very sensitive to what feels right and what feels wrong. So your spirit and your soul have been talking to you very, very intensely with intense emotions, or getting triggered in certain situations, because it almost feels like your intuition and your spirit will not allow you to be in the wrong place for a long time. Does that make sense? What I mean by that is you will be at a place and feel like drained, or you cannot move on, or it's time for you to quit again, because I feel like a lot of you guys, you really want to quit your job because it's not the right one for you, or you don't even want to go into the 9-to-5 cycle. You want to find something that brings financial abundance to you, but at the same time also supports you, right? What I'm feeling here is that your intuition has been talking to you very, very intensely lately, meaning again that you felt intense or strong emotions, may it be positive or negative. And what Spirit is saying, you can trust your inner compass when you feel like, when you have an idea and it feels like, when you have an idea and it feels like you feel a spark, or you feel connected to the divine, or you feel connected to God, whenever you say this prayer or whenever you have this idea, that is a clear indication that your inner compass is telling you that is the right way. But your inner compass has also been telling you where you have been out of place. Does that make sense? So it's almost like your body is responding to being in the wrong place and being in the right place, okay? So Spirit wants you to be a little bit more aware of how you are feeling in certain situations, because this traffic light for me means a yes and a no, okay? So it almost feels like your intuition is very, very strong to tell you when something is a yes and when something is a no. You're the strongest asset that you have, or what is going to bring you to financial abundance and financial success, is your intuition. Now, another card that came out for you guys is the way. First of all, it says daily practice. Let me not get ahead of myself. So the more you practice your new skill, the more comfortable and confident you become again. So some of you guys, you recently felt like it's time for you to start a new skill, to maybe completely change your career, which would also mean that you have to like refresh your memory, or that you have to learn something completely new, or that you are walking into a completely new experience, something that you've never done before, but you feel like your intuition is guiding you to do so. And for others of you, I'm feeling here, if you are somebody who has no idea whatsoever what could possibly bring you financial abundance, right? That is in alignment with your soul and your spirit. The universe is telling you to practice with your intuition, okay? So if you don't know at all where your journey is leading you to, Spirit is saying, practice with your intuition, okay? It almost feels like train your muscles, meaning train your intuition, train your third eye, okay? This could be asking you to dive a little bit deeper into meditation, chakra cleansing, okay? Diving more into candle magic, diving more into praying, okay? Because again, for some of you guys, you already know what to do, or you already know where you want to go, okay? And for others of you, you have no freaking idea. And I feel like for those who have no freaking idea, this is really just asking you to practice more with your intuition, because your intuition will always tell you the truth, because your intuition is connected to your spirit guides, right? Your spirit guides can talk to you in silence. They can talk to you when you take a bath. They can talk to you when you light a candle and say a prayer, okay? So for some of you guys, this is asking you to practice when it comes to your intuition. Even if you don't get the answer after one meditation session, that just means that Spirit wants you to go deeper and deeper and deeper, okay? Deeper and deeper and deeper into your intuition, into your spiritual practices, okay? To sharpen your senses, okay? And for others of you who already have something in mind, you already started something, you were very diligent when it comes to creating something, maybe you have not put it out there yet, okay? Or maybe you have been very diligent when it comes to, you know, like changing your CV when you're looking for a job, changing your CV, or maybe like putting or taking on a new skill. Spirit is saying just practice, okay? So what is going to bring you to your next level when it comes to your career, or what is going to bring you financial abundance, is really just practicing. Because I'm hearing a master doesn't fall from heaven or doesn't fall from the sky, and practice makes perfect. So for you guys, it's really about practice makes perfect. That means just imagine, I always like to use that metaphor, but just imagine when you go to the gym, you know, the first sessions are not gonna be freaking amazing, and you're not gonna have a six-pack after 1 week, right? This takes time and patience, as well as consistency, okay? So Spirit is asking you to consistently either train your intuition until things become clear to you, or to train this new skill, to train becoming confident, whatever it is that you feel like you're kind of lacking. Because I feel like an energy of like my strength and my weakness, and I feel like Spirit is asking you to develop your strength or to develop things that you're really, really good at, but it doesn't come from being naturally good at it. It comes from actually practicing it, okay? I also channeled with you guys that Spirit is saying you might get flashbacks from the past, or you might have random old memories coming up, and you don't really know why, because I feel like Spirit is talking to you very, very actively right now, but you do not always understand it, or sometimes you're like, I wonder what that means, okay? And Spirit is asking you, if you find yourself receiving a sign and you don't know what it is about, just wait until everything unfolds, but also you can also meditate on it, okay? Yeah, but it talks about daily practice, meaning being consistent. May it be your journey to finding out what your purpose is, would mean practicing meditation, practicing journaling, or practicing prayer, okay, until things become clear to you. And for others of you, if it's about getting a bigger position in a company, or when it is about you building your own business, or you even overcoming stage fright or something like that, this is really just asking you to practice, because you will notice that if you start today to do something, that 2 weeks from now you're going to be better at it, and 4 weeks from now you're going to be better at it, until you become very, very skillful and very, very good at what you're doing. You're going to have so much, how can I say that, you're gonna be so knowledgeable, or you're gonna be so good at what you're doing that you naturally convince people of you. Does that make sense? So it's not even the effort of trying to convince people, but it comes with the energy of like, I've practiced that for 3 months, so it comes to me easily. Does that make sense? Because I've practiced it. I almost want to say getting in contact. How can I even say that? That's gonna sound weird. I want to say, I want you to close your eyes right now. Okay, I don't know, Spirit is guiding this reading, definitely. I want you to close your eyes right now, and I want you to have a vision of your best self or your future self, okay? And I want you to see yourself excelling or succeeding or being really, really confident in what you're doing. What that would look like. What would your future self look like who's super duper confident? Your future self who practices something daily. What would it look like? Okay? Because the vision that you have right now of yourself being really, really good, or even being super duper confident speaking in front of people, you are coming into contact with that version of yourself by practicing daily. It's almost like you're walking towards that future self by practicing daily. Again, maybe practicing your intuition. Just imagine yourself, if you feel like you have no freaking idea where to go from here, close your eyes and imagine yourself receiving this vision, receiving this idea that brings clarity to you when it comes to your purpose. Okay? And every time you meditate, every time you pray, you come closer to that. I don't know why I feel that, but I'm feeling like footsteps. Okay? Your spirit guides are also highlighting the word journey here. They want you to know that it is a journey. It is not a goal. It is a journey. You're walking right now, okay? Life is a journey. It's not a fixed goal. Oh, now I'm being brought to a quote. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. I wrote this quote down somewhere. I have to get it. I'm gonna be there in 1 second. Okay, guys, I found it. It took me a little bit, okay? So I'm going to translate it because I wrote it down in my language. So it says, a goal is something clearly defined, and a direction is something intuitive. A goal is something outside of you, but a direction is an inner feeling. Okay, so the energy that I pick up here with you guys is Spirit wants you to tap into the way you feel, okay? It almost feels like instead of seeing it as a goal outside of you, see it as a journey that happens within you, okay? A journey that happens within you where you go on a journey. You go on a journey where at some point you look into the mirror and you see a winner in your own eyes, okay? Instead of seeing it as a goal, $20,000 a month, which is beautiful, okay? Don't get me wrong. But instead of seeing it as this is a fixed goal and I have to get there, this $20,000 a month or this job promotion, okay? See it from a perspective of I am on a journey to become a person that believes so much in themselves and sees a winner in their own eyes that I naturally manifest and bring $20,000 to me every month. Does that make sense? Spirit wants you to go on a journey or to be aware that this is a journey, that you becoming confident and super duper good at what you're doing, or you becoming super duper confident in knowing what your purpose is a journey. It is a journey that you take with yourself as if you are your own best friend and you walk through the streets, okay? And you're telling yourself, okay, listen, Linda, let's go on a journey to find out what our purpose is. You talking to yourself, okay? Or you telling yourself, okay, let's go on a journey to become super duper wealthy, okay? Again, how you talk to yourself, your connection with yourself, that you see yourself as your own best friend. Okay, let's do this. Let's get it going, you know? And then again, it becomes a journey, which means it's an inner feeling. Just imagine how your body and your intuition is an inner compass, okay? You can also see it as, this is going to be a long reading, sorry guys. You can also see it as, let's say, I'm going to just use it as an example, $20,000 a month. If you would have a map, okay, just imagine you have a map in your hand and you see the goal is somewhere here. You are here and the goal is somewhere here. It is nice to know that your goal is here, right? And you are here, but what is actually the most important thing is how you find your way to it. So in that sense, your inner compass or your journey is the most important thing, right? That leads you to that point in time, okay? So Spirit wants you to focus more on the journey, focus more on that your body and your intuition is guiding you just like a wave, okay, to where you need to be or what you need to do. And you naturally come across this goal, okay? What is your goal asking you to become? What is your goal asking you to overcome? And as you focus on that, what is my goal asking me to change about myself? Or what is my goal asking me to become as a person? And as you focus on that, you will just naturally gravitate towards that goal. Does that make sense? Okay, guys. I also got some cards that are going to talk about what is the best thing for you to focus on, but we're going to get there in a second. But I just want to show you one more card here. It says, enjoy the journey. You see? Enjoying the journey of becoming that person, overcoming certain things. The more you focus on your own growth, the closer you come to your goal very naturally. May it be finding out what is your purpose, or you becoming somebody that easily attracts a huge amount of money, okay? So it says, enjoy the journey, stay present and flexible. Many changes are going on for you and around you. These changes are not only good but necessary. Bring your awareness into the now rather than focusing on the past or the future, okay? Again, Spirit is letting you know that in the present moment, You have everything around you that you need right now in this very moment. It almost feels like work with what you have so you can create what you want, okay? Don't wait for the perfect timing. Just focus on what you have around you right now, what you can do about it, or what you can do with it. And we also have the card here, growth. It says, growth requires you to step out of your comfort zone. Growing pains can help you in gaining wisdom and experience. The old must be left behind before growing into the new, okay? So again, this really talks about embracing a new version of yourself. But again, this new version of yourself is directly linked to your goal, to your career goal, okay? So whenever you think of your goal, also think about the direction or the journey to get to your goal, okay? Because that's the most important thing. Knowing I have to go get here is beautiful, because then you know, okay, that's my goal. But the most important thing is, how can I navigate and gravitate naturally towards getting from A to B, okay? So the more you start to realize what feels good and what doesn't feel good, okay, and who you have to become in order to attract this career opportunities, this abundance, okay, this really talks about the image of self. It's interesting, okay? The cards that came out for you, what is the most beneficial for you to focus on when it comes to your manifesting success and in your career? We have here the Two of Pentacles, and it says change. And I talked about the image of self. Who do I have to become? Who do I have to embody? What do I potentially have to let go of? And again, it's a journey, it's not a marathon. Day by day, step by step, you're becoming that person. Okay? If you see yourself, again, close your eyes, we're gonna go there again. You're the best version of yourself, okay? Pertaining to your career. If you see yourself as like a confident young man, a confident young lady, okay? And you see yourself doing a lot of things, multitasking, whatever it is. How can you in this very moment come closer to that vision, that version that already exists in your mind and in your imagination? How can you become that? And then you focus on that. This is also asking you to really, really, really focus on yourself right now, okay? This is not a time to focus too much on other people, okay? This is really about your own growth right now. I feel like become busy becoming the best version of yourself. Focus on maybe possibly changing your daily routine, or incorporating something that you know brings confidence to you, or that makes you feel confident. Okay? Spirit is asking you to continue to practice, to continue to strengthen the image that you have of yourself and how you want to present yourself when it comes to career, when it comes to professional matters. Okay, if you feel like right now you are lost and you don't know what to do, close your eyes and envision yourself being a person that is so in alignment with their body, their intuition, their psychic abilities, and the universe, that it's clear for you to see your path. Okay? Step by step, you're getting there. You're becoming this person. As you look into the mirror and tell yourself, I might not know what the fuck is going on and who the fuck I am, but I will. I am closer to finding out who I am and what the fuck I'm supposed to do on planet Earth every day. Because I'm here, I'm open to receiving the messages, I said my prayer, okay? And I just let the energy come to me. The Eight of Wands also talks about, I really feel like Spirit is asking you to put motion into, I almost want to say put motion into this image that you have of yourself, like the best version of yourself. I want to say incorporate certain things in your daily routine, in your daily life that really reflect this professional, successful, wealthy person of yours that you want to be in the future. This is really about, Spirit is asking you to really focus on change, focus on changing maybe your daily routine, or focusing on change in general. How can you really stir up or really get this new version, this best version? How can you really get it from your spirit out into your external reality? Okay, the Eight of Wands also talks about, for some of you guys, it might be super duper beneficial for you to journal daily. Okay, I'm also seeing here communicating with your spirit guides daily. This is really asking you to do something daily or to practice something daily. Okay, consistency is the key here, as well as getting the ball rolling. The universe is asking you to put motion into, or to really put motion, to put action into your visions, your dreams, or to really put an action into something that you have been thinking about. Okay, and again, Spirit is saying happy news are on the way. You are very, very close to getting, how do you say that, to getting an answer, or to receive some type of blessing when it comes to your career. Okay, there's happy news on the way. The only thing that I feel here is for you to practice whatever the heck that means to you, whatever that pertains to, okay, as well as changing the image that you have of yourself and connect more to the best version of yourself. Every time you close your eyes and you see yourself in like a business suit, or you see yourself talking to people, or like being very confident talking to people, or you see yourself as somebody who's super duper in alignment with the universe, it's easy for you to navigate through life. This is who you are becoming. Okay, the vision that you have of yourself in the future, or who you would love to be, who you would love to embody, to connect with it more often. Okay, because with the Temperance card here, I feel an energy here that this is like your current self, and this energy here is like, you know, the self that you want to be. And how can you combine those two things? How can you feel your way through, act your way through to becoming this person here? Okay, now we are going to look at the book here, and we're just gonna go free flowing and find out if there's a message in the book here. Again, the book is called Before You Quit Your Job, 10 real life lessons every entrepreneur should know about building a multi-million dollar business. So let's see, Spirit. Pile number 1. Guidance for pile number 1. So coming back to the goal and the direction is very important here. The direction is the most important thing. Your inner compass is the most important thing, because that is what is going to bring you to your goal. Because when you're so fixed on your goal, you don't see that, oh, maybe you have to turn left or you have to turn right. Because imagine when you use Google Maps, right? Google Maps usually shows you A and B. But if you only zoom into you are on point A and you want to go to point B. But if you only zoom into point B, you don't see the way that Google Maps is showing you to get there. Does that make sense? Okay, the desire for freedom can give you the courage to operate for years without needing a secure job or a steady paycheck. That is the kind of freedom I am talking about. It is the freedom from the fear of fear. Wow. We all have fear. The difference is whether fear causes us to seek security or to seek freedom. So if security is the result of fear, what is the driving force behind freedom? I asked. Courage, smiled Rich Dad. The word courage comes from the French word le cœur, the heart. He paused for a moment and then finished the conversation by saying, your answer for choosing to be an entrepreneur or an employee is found in your heart. So it almost feels like Spirit is saying the answer to your question is in your heart. okay? There could also be an energy where you're thinking if you're meant to become an entrepreneur. I feel like you are. If you're watching this and if you have been thinking about becoming an entrepreneur, I feel like you're meant for that, okay? I feel like what Spirit is trying to say here is that you find the answer in your heart, which is very cliche, but it's absolutely the truth, okay? Again, I feel like for some of you guys, Spirit just wants to confirm to you that you are meant to become an entrepreneur, specifically when you have always been dreaming of becoming one, okay? And for others of you, again, Spirit is asking you to follow your heart more, meaning sometimes your heart tells you to do weird stuff or to try weird things, and it's very important for you to try and see what your heart is trying to tell you, or why you have a certain pull towards certain things. There's nothing random in this universe. There's nothing random. Even the colors that you're drawn to, the music that you're drawn to, what you've done when you were a child, it's all connected to our career path, okay? So again, for some of you guys, this is just telling you, or this is a confirmation that you're meant to be an entrepreneur. And for others of you, it feels like the energy, I almost want to say, yeah, it feels like you are strong enough. Spirit wants to tell you that you are strong enough to do something on your own, or to financially support yourself on your own. You're currently gaining the strength here to really make it big, okay? To really make it big. And I feel like what you are going to tell people in the future is how you trusted an inner voice inside of you, okay? How you trusted a dream that you once had and you woke up with a vision here, okay? If you are meant for an entrepreneur life, or if you're meant to be an employer, so the book said the answer is in your heart, okay? All right. Spirit, is there anything else that you want pile number 1 to know? What is going to bring success to pile number 1 when it comes to their career? How can they get to the top? Whatever the heck that means to you. What is going to help you here? 5 of Swords. Okay. Okay, that ties into what the book has been saying, because I feel like some of you guys, you might feel like it is very risky what you want to do, or you have no security there, okay? For some of you guys, if you feel drawn to, I don't want to make this video too long, because usually like I could do 1 hour sessions just for one pile, but if you really feel like you want to quit your job, I would recommend this book, okay? This is really a good book, because it also talks about how one has to leave behind security, because as an entrepreneur you have freedom, but there's no such thing as security, because your paycheck always looks different. So I feel like for some of you guys, you might feel like what you wish for, or what you really want to do in the future, might be something risky, might be something where you really have to take a risk, or you're gambling, or it's like a gamble, okay, whether or not you will win. And what I want to tell you, yes, okay, yeah. What I want to tell you guys is whether or not you will win and you will succeed depends on who you see when you look into the mirror. This is not about being talented or being blessed or being lucky, okay? This talks all about how much do you believe in yourself and how confident are you? How much do you believe in the universe and that the universe has your back? Because that is going to be the make or break. This is not about like, if you are capable enough, okay, you decide when you look into the mirror and you tell yourself, I am going to be a winner, I'm going to win, I'm going to succeed, okay? This is really asking you to strengthen the bond to yourself, or to strengthen how you see yourself in the mirror and how you see your connection to the universe. Don't you feel like when they've been guiding you for so many years, sending you so many signs, that they're there to help you win? And why wouldn't you deserve to win? What would speak against it? Okay. Okay, my beautiful pile number one. I hope this reading helped. I might do a second part, okay, if you guys feel like you need one, okay. There's also gonna come something in the future where I do extended readings, but for now, that's all I have for you guys. I love you guys, and I'm going to see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, beautiful pile number two. How are you guys doing? So you chose this beautiful image here. Let's find out career guidance. So I was asking Spirit before we start, I was asking Spirit where you're currently at when it comes to your career and what you should be focusing on, or what would be extremely beneficial for you to focus on when it comes to manifesting, attracting, or kind of creating some type of success moment or success in general when it comes to your career. It doesn't matter if you already know in which niche you want to go, or if you're still contemplating, there's a lot of options, or if you have no freaking idea what to do, okay? I'm going to try to speak to all of you guys, meaning doesn't matter if you already have something in mind or if you don't, okay? So the first thing that I want to tell you guys is I want to say there's something about a vision. There's something about a vision becoming complete, okay? Because I feel like you have been thinking about how you want your life to look like. You have been thinking about what you want to be known for in the world, or what your place on earth is, okay? To me, this feels like a very interesting energy. I pick up here almost like a vision. Some of you guys, you might have received a vision here, and now you're thinking, how can I get to what I saw in my vision? Or some of you guys who recently created a vision board, you have been thinking about creating a vision board, okay? And you have been asking yourself, how do I get there? Now with you guys, it's going to be quite interesting because I feel a mysterious energy here with you. Okay, so one thing that I have been channeling here with you guys, because I was just looking at my notes, I heard only the one who is asking for help is getting the help. Only the one who is asking for what they want gets what they want, okay? I feel an energy here where Spirit is asking you. You can be very, very blunt with asking for what you truly want, okay? Because I feel like for some of you guys, you might have like a huge vision, but then you tell yourself, maybe I should keep my vision small, or maybe I shouldn't dream too big, or maybe I shouldn't ask the universe for so much money. I shouldn't ask the universe for so many blessings and stuff like that. And don't get me wrong. I sometimes find myself in that same energy, but at the same time, you have to imagine that your spirit guides in the universe want to see you happy, okay? And there is enough abundance in the world for us to share, okay? So one thing that I want to tell you guys is how you're going to find success in your career is asking for it, okay? Meaning, the card that came out here for you guys says convey your meaning. And I say that okay, I'm done. So it says reflect on the way you communicate with others and with yourself. Be sure to express your thoughts and feelings from your heart and with respect and sincerity. So Spirit is asking you to really ask for what the heck you want, no matter how big it is. It doesn't matter, okay? Because I feel like some of you guys, you have like a huge vision, or you have like a huge dream, a huge goal, but you might find yourself like, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to ask. I'm not sure if I'm even allowed to ask my spirit guides. I'm not even sure if I'm allowed to think so big, or to ask for money, or to, you know, like for some of you guys, I'm also seeing here that you're even like scared to take money from people for your services or for your products, okay? But Spirit is asking you here to ask for exactly what you want. You can only help a person if they ask for help. So there might be a need for you to ask for help, okay? To say a prayer to ask for help, or to say a prayer and ask for financial abundance. Sometimes it's really that easy, because if you don't speak, it almost feels like you have to speak it into existence, and you have to ask, no matter how big it is, or no matter how no matter how big you feel like your question is, Spirit wants you to speak out. Okay. We also have here the card, the editor, and the card says your writing or the other creative projects benefit from outside help and support again, right? It talks about outside help and support. So this could be asking you to really collaborate with a person, or to ask a friend, or to really connect with a professional, okay, who could possibly look at what you have been creating, or to connect with a professional to learn a new skill. This might even be a skill of marketing. Let's say you already wrote a book and you're trying to manifest financial abundance. Maybe it's time for you to connect with somebody who's really good at marketing, okay? Because I feel this energy here, this is almost like asking other people for their opinion, for their feedback, for example, or asking Spirit to support you, asking Spirit for financial support. There's a lot about like asking and communicating either with people who are in the same field, who are professionals, okay, who already do what you're doing. It could even be people that already manifested their dreams or manifested something similar to what you want to manifest, and maybe like take notes or see how they have done it, okay? Because to me this almost feels like somebody is like looking over a person's shoulders and they're learning, okay? I feel a strong energy here where Spirit is saying it is time for you to connect with other people, or to connect with Spirit and really ask for help and support. Help and support can only come to you if you're open for it, okay? We also have here the card Gratitude and Vision Board. The Gratitude card says you attract more blessings when you appreciate your current blessings. And then we have here Vision Board, create a board with images and words that inspire you. So if you have not already created a vision board, it's definitely asking you to do so, or to rearrange your vision board, for example. With the Gratitude card, I want to say what your spirit guides want to tell you is they already put people, opportunities, and places, even groups. I'm hearing groups, seminars, courses in your reality that you can use to your advantage. It almost feels like there's something in your surroundings that you can use to your advantage. May it be your psychic abilities, may it be your connection to the universe, may it be you knowing somebody who is a professional at something. Okay, I'm feeling an energy. There's something in your surroundings that is there to help you, but you only see it if you are open to help. There's people that are interested in your products and your services. There's people who already have the knowledge that would be super duper beneficial for you when it comes to your career. Okay, this could even be like asking a friend or asking a professional excuse me, to look over your applications if you're looking for a new job, or again to learn a new set of skills from a person that is already really good at what they're doing, or again to really be open to help and support, whatever that means to you, because I feel like something came to your mind. I also want to say the card that you've chosen, the image that you've chosen, it feels like there's a story behind it. We have here the card Food, and it says, what is no longer sustaining in your real life? Where do you see yourself in the food chain? But the most important question here, I think, is your life abundant, or are you lacking in any area? Okay. And if you look at those two cards, in one card, she's holding the apple. And in the other, you see she's holding something in her hands, contemplating. And then in the other, she's holding it up. Almost as if Spirit is asking you to make yourself visible. Make yourself visible, or put yourself out there. May it be on social media, may it be you being open to saying, hey, I want to talk to somebody who's professionally doing what I'm thinking about, maybe sending an application to a company and asking if they have like if they offer like a 2-week training or something along those lines. It almost feels like put yourself out there, make yourself visible, make yourself known to people. Could even be like put a product out there that you have been thinking about, or put something out there that you have been thinking about. I'm hearing what you have created or what you have thought about, an idea that you recently had, is very, very promising here. And now I'm being brought to being discouraged. So you might find yourself being a little bit discouraged by people who have a different opinion. But what I want to tell you guys is that there is a traditional way of making money and there is a new way of making money. A futuristic way of making money. Okay, so sometimes when we talk to people, or even our mind is so freaking conditioned to make money or to find success in a very traditional way, which for some people it works perfectly, but for other people it doesn't. Okay, so you have to decipher and find out if you really fit in the category of a traditional path, a traditional career. But even if you are on a path to a traditional career, maybe there's certain things that can, you know, like for example, if you send a CV or like an application, usually when you spice up your CV or your application, it catches people's attention. You see, put yourself out there, catch people's attention. This lady would catch people's attention, right? Who walk past her, they would be asking, what is her statement? What is she doing there? What does she want to say? Okay, so even if when it comes to like a job or getting a promotion, it talks about standing out in the crowd, even if it's something completely normal like a job promotion or a raise. Okay, and how can you, in a very, you know, like a creative way, how can you stand out, or how can you enhance your quirky side to your benefit, or how can you enhance your originality? How can you highlight it in whatever you're thinking about? Okay, I'm also hearing you received compliments for certain things that you've done, and those were not random compliments. Those were indications, or spirit was talking to you through those compliments, letting you know what you were gifted with. Okay, or some type of feedback that you have gotten, maybe from an old job, co-workers, strangers, colleagues. Okay, something has been said to you more than once, I feel like, or like a recent compliment that is highlighting something that makes you super duper original, or that highlights something that really makes you stand out in the crowd. I'm also hearing, what do you believe in? Okay, now I'm being brought to, again, the traditional way of making money and the futuristic way of having a career and making money. Okay, and sometimes when people say or encourage you, they are still stuck in the traditional way of a career or making money, which does not, it's not up to date. When we look at the world, we're going into the digital futuristic age, meaning that the old way is being renewed, right? Everything is getting digital, so that also means there will be jobs in the future that have not been there 30 years ago. Okay, there's something about putting yourself out there, or not being afraid to enhance your originality or to show your originality. Okay, now another thing that I want to say is, if you really feel like you have no freaking idea what you want to do, but I feel like you guys have like an idea, even if it is like little bits or little hints, okay? Because with the World card and with the filmmaker, I almost want to say, for some reason, I feel like Spirit is saying your vision is coming together, or the puzzle pieces are coming together. I don't know why, but to me it feels like right now you are in a stage in your life where everything is coming together. It is starting to make sense, okay? So give yourself a little bit of time, even if you feel like you have no idea what I'm talking about. There's some type of event happening here, events happening from now on that will make you understand how the puzzle pieces work together. I keep hearing the vision is coming together. Your vision is coming together. The puzzle pieces are coming together. Okay. You're definitely in a stage where you are transitioning into a new life, but again, it has something to do with like your vision. I keep feeling like your vision is coming together here. Maybe that's also why we have the card vision board here. But with the mage here, I feel like you might also be somebody who has like a lot of ideas and you don't know which one is the right one for you. But again, Spirit is asking, it is all coming together. You will soon know what is the right thing for you to do. But I also want to say, sometimes you can decipher what is the right thing for you to do based upon what you truly believe in. Meaning like, I could be passionate about this, this and that, but there's something that I'm extremely passionate about, or something that I'm so convinced of, or something that I find is super duper important to talk about, or do you know what I mean? It's like sometimes when we have certain interests, there's usually something that really, really makes us talk with passion, makes us talk with like a fire inside of us. Okay. And I'm feeling here, there's also sometimes things that oh my God. Okay, guys. I'm hearing you're being handed something. Now, what is going on here? Okay, so you're being handed something. Okay, so Spirit is asking you to pay attention to what you're being handed. Okay, this might be like a prospect, or you're being handed something. Something is being given to your hand here, okay? This might be important for your vision to become, or for you to have a full circle moment, because I feel like you might be right now in a full circle moment, or it will come to you the next couple of days and weeks, like a full circle moment where you understand what is going on and what you should be doing next, but there's something handed to you. Okay, it almost feels like you're being handed something and then you show it. What the heck is that? Okay, this could be like a vision that you might be receiving. I don't know what the heck that is, but again, you will be given something and then you will show it to the world, or like a statement, okay? Spirit is asking you, what are your core beliefs? And what do you feel? Because you have to imagine, if you are trying to decipher or find out what your purpose is, it is usually linked to strong emotions, like a strong passion, because you're super duper passionate about the topic love, you're super duper passionate about the topic nature, you're super duper passionate about the color green, you know, and that could be like the whole theme of your shop. Okay, pay attention what you feel strongly about, where you feel like you want to speak up or you have a lot to say. For those who don't know where you're going, and for others of you who already know where you kind of want to go, I feel like this is really asking you to again connect, ask for help and support, put yourself out there, let yourself show yourself to the world. Don't be afraid to stand out in the crowd. Standing out in the crowd is going to bring success to you, point blank period in this case. This is asking you to be courageous, to stand out in the crowd, to be courageous to speak up, or to really, really commit to something that you believe in. If you believe in freedom, this is your mission. And you're going to do anything and everything in order for you to be a free person, free from the rat race, free from the 9-to-5 hustle and bustle. Okay. I also heard demand and supply with you guys. So for some of you guys, if you want to become an entrepreneur, I'm feeling here, Spirit is saying that what you have, there is a demand and supply when it comes to what you have been thinking about. So there's people out there, we come back to support and help. It feels like there's people out there who would highly benefit from what you want to put out there. There is a demand and supply. And if you want to become an entrepreneur and you don't yet have what you want your business to be about, you can connect your passion with a hint of demand and supply here. Okay, this is really here asking you to think about what does the world need and how can I combine it with something that I'm passionate about, and how can I put it out there into the universe. Okay, and for others of you, if you already have something in mind, this is really just asking you to put yourself out there, to be honest, to have the courage to put yourself out there. Okay, to speak up, to be seen. For those of you who want like a higher position in the company or a job in general, okay, enhance or let your originality come to the forefront. May it be in a CV, in a conversation. Don't be afraid to stand out, to be seen. Okay, let's see what else. Spirit, what can pile number 2 focus on that will bring them a lot of success in their career? Give me 1 second, guys. Oop. I'm just going to get a few cards and then we're going to talk about it. I saw it already. Now the snake is here. Felt it. And the journalist. Some of you guys are really trying to convince somebody in a job interview or to get like a better job or something like that. Okay, so the traditional way might be for you, but how can you put a little bit of like spice into your CV, or how can you bring your original character into the mix here? Okay, I'm just gonna get a few more cards. See, we have the 8 of Pentacles here. So Spirit is really asking you here with the 8 of Pentacles, what you should be focusing on is really, I'm feeling here, put in the work. Right now, it's time for you to put in the work, to really put in the time and the energy into something so that it is ready for the public, or so that you are ready for this job interview, or so that you are ready to be seen. It almost feels like get comfortable with sticking out in the crowd, get comfortable with being seen. Okay, because usually, like, let's say I'm gonna give like a normal example, because not all of you want to become entrepreneurs, but let's say you want to get like a job promotion. Usually they choose somebody to get a job promotion because they did something extra. They walked the extra mile. They did something extra. They have like a very charismatic personality, or they have like a original way of doing something. Okay, I want to say that's, and this is also not asking you to be somebody else. This is really just asking you to be yourself, but you have a chocolate side, right? You have certain things that you have been gifted with. This could be small things, okay? Such as you're really good with customers, okay? Or this could be that you're really good with jokes. You make people laugh. There's a lot of things that you have been gifted with when it comes to your personality, okay? Are you aware of what you're good at? Maybe you have like a very seductive nature. Maybe you have like a very analytical nature, okay? How can that benefit you in the situation that you're in? Use what you already have been gifted with, Okay, analyze what you have been gifted with. We're so fast to point at our flaws, but when it comes to what we're good at, we're so shy. Don't be shy. Don't be shy to say, I am really good at seducing people. I am really good at being analytical. I'm very strategic, okay? Use that. That what you have been given. Could be small things, could be big things. Don't leave anything out when it comes to good traits. I'm even feeling here for some of you guys, write down a list. Okay. Let's see. I'm also seeing for some reason, I'm being brought to Adam and Eve. I'm being brought to the Bible. And I'm being brought to the church, okay? So for some of you guys, this might be, what you're asking about might be asking you to pray. Because I heard your prayers move mountains. And when we pray, we also convey what we mean and what we want. Oh yeah, we talked about it, right? To ask the universe for guidance, support, financial support. You can also ask the universe to make you financially wealthy. Why not? Don't be shy to ask for what you want, even when it comes to in a prayer or when you talk to the universe. This is really asking you to be bold here. Okay. Yeah, because I was like, I'm seeing the snake here, okay? And then I'm also seeing like the apple, which means like the apple of temptation, but it also talks about the knowledge of what is good and what is not good. Okay. Yeah, I'm hearing unspoken words can sometimes be detrimental, okay? So again, I feel like Spirit is asking you to really open your heart with the next prayer that you do and really ask for what you want. Yeah, and your spirit guides are here. And don't shy away. Don't shy away. Tell them, hey, I want to make $10,000 a month because I want to support my family. I want to do this. I want to do that. Okay? It's not a sin. It's nothing bad to ask for financial support. Okay? Because we live in a world where we need it. So why not ask for it? What should pile number 2 focus on when it comes to manifesting success in their career? Anything else? Oh, yeah. Again, keeps coming back to the same energy here. I'm hearing be confident in your vision, even if you don't know how to get there, okay? I'm hearing hold your vision, be confident with your vision, even if you don't know how you're gonna get there. You might also have been drawn to pile number 1 when you feel like, I don't know how to be confident in my vision if I don't know how to get there. You can watch pile number 1 because I have been talking about that in pile number 1, okay? Interesting. So, the card that came out for you guys was the 2 of Cups. It again talks about connection. It talks about connection. It talks about people out there wanting to support you. The universe being there wanting to support you. This could even be a deceased loved one. This could be your ancestors. There's energy out there that wants to support and help you. And Spirit wants you to be aware of that and take advantage of it. It's not about like, because the word advantage sounds like you're using somebody, but that's not it. It's like a give and take. You have something that another person needs and another person has something that you need. It's a give and take I'm feeling here. Because for example, if you say you want to become super duper financially blessed with money, okay? But you want to do that somehow with something, because again, it's like an energy exchange. Because let's say, for example, you could become super duper famous with makeup, with a makeup line. Because I feel like some of you guys, you might sometimes feel like guilty for asking for money, or you feel like you're scared to dream big, or you are not sure if it's okay for you to want so much money or to want luxury items and stuff like that. You might have like a conflict when it comes to your religion or your beliefs or your spirituality, and Spirit is asking you, it's totally fine, okay? If that is something that your soul wants to experience in this lifetime, you don't know who you have been. Maybe you have been like a beggar or like a poor person in a past life, and that's why you have this desire to you know, like have luxury items. I'm not talking about like going into debt just for a Louis Vuitton bag, okay? Everything in moderation, but you don't know why you have certain desires. They might be connected to your past life, okay? For some of you guys, Spirit is also asking you to maybe watch past life readings or to really dive into your past life. You might find answers as to what your career is about, which happened to me recently, okay? For some of you guys, that is a message here if you've been thinking about past life energy. But again, what I want to say is it's a give and take. So Spirit is asking you, you have something that the world needs, okay? And you will be supported. There's something about their support around you. If you look closely, you will find that there is support around you, okay? With the Nine of Pentacles here, again, this talks about being confident in your vision because everything is unfolding here. And then the Ace of Cups. Give me 1 second. Okay, so Spirit is asking you, if you're familiar with Tarot, we have the Magician here, and the Magician has 4 elements. Wands representing fire, Pentacles representing earth, Swords representing air, and Cups representing emotions. So I feel like what Spirit is asking you here, there could be an energy of water magic or magic with water, if you feel drawn to that. I'm also feeling there could be a need for you to go to a body of water. It's going to bring you clarity, or you can do a ritual by a body of water or a manifestation ritual by a body of water. Also cleansing here as well, okay? Let's see, let's get one more card here. Spirit, what is the Ace of Cups about? Yeah, this talks about cleansing. Okay, cleansing from what? Cleansing from what, Spirit? There's a need for you to cleanse from something. Let's see, from what? Wow, the Nine of Cups. Okay. We have the Hierophant here again. So there might be a need for you to unlearn certain things. I feel like there could be an energy where you have been conditioned to believe a certain way, and Spirit is asking you to fully embrace a futuristic way of living or a futuristic way of making money, of excelling in your career, or to not go by the book, but to do something that is not written in the book. To do something that is not written in the book. Usually, if I look at this card, this reminds me of like a crowd of people that go to work and come back home. Nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong. I'm just trying to bring a point across. And there's nothing major, nothing adventurous happening in their life. But then there's this lady here who decided on that day she wants to make a statement. She's completely out of the box, doing something completely like, maybe it looks even crazy to people, but at least she can say she had an adventurous day, and she will be noticed. She will be the topic of the day for a lot of people on the table. Hey, I saw this lady in the streets today. She was walking around like that. Something about not going by the book, or not being afraid to look crazy, do something crazy, to not go the traditional way, okay? Or instead of walking with the crowd to really enhance your originality, whatever the heck that means to you, okay? Spirit is asking you here to use your emotions to manifest. That's interesting, isn't it? Your emotions to manifest. So that means your emotions, the way you feel, is going to lead you to be at the right place at the right time. This is also asking you to take care of your emotional happiness here as well. Okay. Okay, guys. Actually, we have a little surprise here because behind every image there is a book. It's usually, I have like business books at home, and I was like, well, that would make sense in that reading. So I'm just gonna see what the universe wants you to know. Spirit, what do you want pile number 2 to know when it comes to manifesting success in their career? Okay, let's talk about it. It's chapter 15. Oh, the book is called Empower Your Success, Success Strategies to Maximize Performance, Take Positive Action, and Engage Your Enthusiasm for Living a Great Life. Oh, that's interesting. So the cards here are asking you what makes you feel enthusiastic about life, or what makes you feel freaking happy and jolly and giddy about life. Because that will help you to decipher and understand which manifestation technique would be the best for you, or what you need to do next. Okay, guys, so in the book it says challenge impossible ideas. Isn't that on topic? We talked about it. The ability to convert ideas to things is the secret of outward success. To live the life you want, you have to believe in what is possible. Even if it doesn't seem realistic, we talked about it. People will always think a unique idea is crazy until the idea becomes a reality. And it's gonna become a reality, Linda. If you tell people they could double their income in the next year, they would tell you it's impossible. They could be right, because if you're only making $40,000 a year at one job and your salary is fixed, you won't be doubling your money if nothing changes. When you begin thinking about how you can make this happen, you're thinking like a challenger. How can I earn that much money on the side? How hard would I have to work to set up a system that would generate more income? Why do I believe this is impossible? Life is full of challenges and impossibilities. It is impossible for you to move a heavy object if you just push it with your hands. We talked about it, right? Your hands. But give yourself enough leverage and anything becomes possible. We need this leverage in our life to move heavy obstacles that are in the way so we can do greater things. Stay committed to moving beyond your comfort zone. This is where our unique and creative ideas are born. Everything is impossible until someone finally achieves the impossible. When I started writing books, my goal was to become a best-selling author and have my books translated into several languages while working towards becoming a full-time writer. Some of you guys, you're meant to be in the public eye. I want to tell you guys, okay, you're meant to be in the public eye, and for others of you, you're meant to become authors. 100%. That's your confirmation if you have been thinking about it, okay? It seemed like an impossible challenge 5 years ago, but with hard work and determination, I made it happen. Through consistent effort, drive, and hard work, yes, you can make this. You can make the impossible possible. You will inspire others to try and make their impossible dreams happen. Action prompt: challenge impossible ideas. Challenge the impossible dream and make it your reality. Only if you give up and never really try can it fail. If you give up, somebody will eventually accomplish what you think is impossible. What ideas have you had? What ideas have you had that appear to be impossible? What could you do right now to start working on this idea? Who do you know has made this goal happen? Okay. I'm gonna read a little bit more because I feel like I'm in the flow right now. Apply the common what does it say? Denominator of success. Judge your success by what you had to give up in order to get it. In Albert Gray's dissertation, The Common Denominator of Success, he researched the common traits that successful people exhibit. These traits are what separate the failures from those who fail and move on to succeed. In the study, Gray states, the common denominator of success, the secret of success of every person who has ever been successful, lies in the fact that he formed the habit of doing things that failures don't like to do. Take a look around you. Who do you know that is living the life you want? Who are your role models? If the answer is nobody, keep searching for that person. You must find someone who is performing the habits most people refuse to do. Then, when you find this person, model the behavior and actions they are taking. What does this person do consistently? Do they talk about their accomplishments or simply keep their head down, focused on working? How does this person speak? Do they use words of empowerment? Has this person failed? How did they handle failing? You see, so there's something about finding a person that you can look up to. Again, this in the core of this reading is there is a huge amount of support, may it be through a mentor, a book, a podcast, a person, a professional, or even people that are going to be, how do you say that are going to be interested in what you have to offer. Okay, so I feel like some of you guys, you should be getting this book only if you felt like you resonated with what I have been talking here or what I have been reading. Okay, so this is really asking you to, do you know what I'm feeling here to wrap this reading up? I'm feeling here, oh, okay, we're gonna go there. So, Spirit is saying that a lot of people say, nothing wrong, there's no judgment here, this is only describing the energy. So a lot of people say, if I had the money, then I would do X, Y, and Z. If I had the money, I would move to a different country. You know, if I had this and that, if I had this and that, then I would do X, Y, Z. And Spirit is asking you, if you find yourself doing that, can you change this sentence to, how can I have the money to do this and to do X, Y, Z, or to do this and that? So this is asking you to, oh my goodness gracious, now we're going there. Okay, there's a lot coming through, guys. I'm gonna take my time with you. So one thing is here, for a lot of you guys, Spirit is asking you to not judge something immediately as impossible, but more so open your mind to what could potentially be possible and who made it possible for them and how did they do it. Okay, almost like learning, yeah, we talked about it in the beginning, learning from another person here who already has done what you've been thinking about. So if you see people achieving their dreams and making something big happen and becoming multi-millionaires, that means it is possible, isn't it? Right? We would go walk around and say it's not possible to become a millionaire. Well, if it's not possible, how come people already did it? Right? So is it really impossible, or is it just a question of how do I get there? Right? Another thing that I also want to mention here is analyze instead of criticize. Okay, so in a lot of situations when we face something that seems to be super duper big, or that seems to be like a big dream, or like almost like unrealistic, because I feel like you might be having mental conflict when it comes to what is realistic and what is unrealistic. But if you really think about it, there's a lot of things that seem to be unrealistic, but they are a reality, such as like in science, I think a bumblebee is not supposed to fly. Okay, I think you can like find it on Google, but there's something about a bumblebee based on her physique. Logically, she is not supposed to fly? She's way too heavy. How come the bumblebee flies? It goes against realistic standards or a realistic approach, okay? Or what else did I want to say? Oh, also a giraffe. I watched a documentary that giraffes, maybe these are your spirit animals, if you feel like it. You see there's a lot coming through here. Also a giraffe. I watched a documentary where people said, or where this person said in the documentary, that if we would not know a creature such as a giraffe and you would draw it on a picture, people like professionals or I don't know, scientists, I don't know how you call those people, to be honest, because English is not my native language, but people, professionals would say such a creature doesn't exist because the way the giraffe is built is almost magical, or it doesn't even make sense when it comes to physics or when it comes to science. So that also means the giraffe is doing something or is being something that is going against realistic standards or what has been studied. So there's a lot of things in the world that cannot be described, that have no realistic, how do you say that they have no realistic ideas, do not match with whatever this is, this creation. May it be a bumblebee, or may it be that we are flying on a blue ball in space, which also sounds freaking bonkers and crazy, but it's reality, isn't it? Okay, so Spirit is asking you to open your mind to crazy bonkers energy, because there's a lot of things that we cannot I've totally forgot the word. There's phenomenons and natural events that you cannot describe, or you cannot put your finger on it, or you cannot really find a scientific answer for something. Okay, so that means realistic things happen, but also unrealistic things happen, okay? Now, the last thing that I want to tell you guys here is instead of criticizing yourself or an idea or criticizing what is possible, analyze. So Spirit is asking you, instead of criticizing, because criticizing is always about pointing out the negative and beating yourself up or beating your own idea up, because criticizing is like, you did this wrong, you did that wrong, you did this wrong, you did that wrong, right? But it has like a negative tone to it. But if you start to, instead of criticizing yourself and your ideas or what you're thinking about, analyze it, because analyzing comes from a neutral perspective and it helps you to see clearly. Because if you criticize, there's like a, sorry guys, the camera cut off because I talk like a waterfall. Okay, so what I wanted to say is, sometimes when we criticize certain things, it leaves a bad taste in the mouth, meaning it kind of like dampens your energy, or because criticizing is, you know, like you point out the flaws or you point out the negative side to something, which is good because we have to be aware of negative, positive, all of it, right? But criticizing comes with an energy that beats you up, or that really attacks your confidence, or it really, because it has an energy of like a dark cloud, it has a negative tone, a bitter taste to it. Because usually when we criticize, what we are trying to achieve is to become better, or to perform better, or to maximize our success, to change our circumstance, to become a better person, whatever the heck it is, right? But if we criticize, it has like a negative tone, like you could have done better, you know? But if you do that, you pull yourself down, or you drag yourself down, and it's not productive. It is not productive. It doesn't bring you to a place of understanding, because analyzing is all about being neutral and neutrally seeing, okay, this went well, this didn't go well, but it's not your self-worth, or the way you feel is not attached to you doing good or you doing bad, which is usually what happens with criticizing, right? But if you see it from a perspective of analyzing, only analyzing in a very neutral way, this went good, this didn't go good, these are my strengths and this is my weakness, it is more productive because it doesn't attack you as a person, it doesn't attack your confidence, and it doesn't attack your soul and your spirit. Whereas criticizing usually has like a tone of attacking, or usually a tone of like demotivating you. So Spirit is also asking you here, instead of criticizing, may it be an opportunity, okay? May it be an opportunity, or may it be yourself or what you're thinking about or your idea. Switch from criticizing to analyzing, because that's when the real magic happens. You do it from a neutral perspective that doesn't dampen your energy, that doesn't dampen your mood, doesn't bring you down. It just makes you aware of what works and what doesn't work. Whereas criticizing is like almost like attacking yourself or attacking your capability, attacking what you are able to achieve, okay? All right, pile number 2. Feels like your spirit guides had a lot to say. I hope this reading helped you guys. Again, if you feel drawn to this book, there's also another book that he wrote which is freaking amazing. It's called Fail Big by Scott Allen. Okay, for some of you guys who are scared to fail, you also can check out that book. Yeah, but I would say I'm going to see you in my next one. I love you guys, and I will see you there. Hello, my beautiful pile number 3. How are you guys doing? So we're going to look at the career guidance, what your spirit guides want you to know when it comes to you manifesting and attracting success in your career, okay? So I already laid out your cards. First of all, I want to tap into your energy right now, which means you can then decipher or see if the reading is really for you, if you can identify or resonate with what I'm about to say. Because I wanted to know where you are currently at with your career, and then we're going to look at what your spirit guides want you to focus on, okay? I'm going to keep this reading as general as possible, because for some of you guys, you already know in which direction you want to go, and for others of you, you have no freaking idea. So I'm not going to talk about what the best career would be for you. If you guys want to see something like that, let me know down in the comments, okay? If you want me to tap into like in which area. Ooh, okay, maybe I should do this reading. I just got a sign here. If you want to see a reading like that, okay, we're just gonna look at what you should focus on, or what would be super duper beneficial for you to either find out the answer when it comes to your purpose, or to really excel in your career, get a promotion, manifest some type of success with your business, with a side hustle, whatever the heck it is that you have in mind right now, or whatever project you have in mind. So the first thing that I want to tell you guys is I feel like you're currently in an energy where you want everything new. I feel like a super duper adventurous energy here with you guys. We have here the Fool card, which means everything new excites you. You want new energies, you want new people in your life, you want to experience new things. You might possibly even want to just manifest a whole new life or a whole new chapter in your life, okay? And I feel like you want this chapter to be adventurous. You want this chapter to be all about your passion, or to have a life that is quite adventurous and a life that you feel passionate and proud of, okay? That's the energy that I pick up. With the Ace of Wands, I feel like right now you are in a cycle, or it almost feels like, I feel like you're currently transitioning, or you already are in this energy where you are really, really ready for something new, again, for new people, new career opportunities, new projects, to maybe like start something new, learn something new, a new skill, or to really to really go crazy or do something adventurous here, okay? I feel like your soul and your spirit is calling for an adventurous career, or is really calling for you to do something that is completely new because it excites you, okay? So I feel like you're looking for excitement when it comes to your career. You're looking for something that really makes you feel like you're living the high life, or you're really, you know, like I'm hearing the world is your oyster. So you're currently in that energy where you are ready for the limelight, you are ready to succeed, you're ready to be in the public eye. For some of you guys, you're ready to really make something big happen in your life, okay? Spirit just told me to cleanse. Oh, I even forgot to put on the candle, you see? I feel like you're right now really in the energy where you want to feel excited about life, where your soul is calling you really for like a huge adventure. Again, this could be you're really, really drawn to a new project, maybe a completely new direction when it comes to your career, or you're really just, you feel like I am ready to finally be seen. I'm ready for, how can I say that? it almost feels like you are saying, I'm ready for, it's my time to shine, is what I'm hearing. It is my time to shine. I'm ready to shine. I'm ready to make all my dreams happen. I am ready to find out what my purpose is. I'm ready to go on this adventure. I'm ready to try new things in order for me to find out what is really for me. Or again, for some of you guys, you are ready to open up your business. You're ready to launch something. You might also be ready to look for a second or third source of income, or to really get the attention of, you know, like your boss or your company in order for you to excel, or be like the best employee. I feel like the best employee in a company in order for you to get a raise. There's a lot of like passion, a lot of fire that I pick up here with you guys. Interestingly enough, I got new cards. They just came, and it's interesting because your energy is all about the new things, okay? I'm ready for new challenges. I'm ready to get out of my comfort zone. I'm also hearing that, okay? So what we're going to do is I'm going to use those new cards, since your energy is all about the new energy. So we're going to use those cards. But overall, I feel like right now, again, you just feel like I am ready for my time to shine. I'm ready to create opportunities, to sign up for courses. I'm ready to really not let my, how do you say that? You don't want fear to hold you back anymore. You're like, fuck it, I'm just gonna try it. I'm just gonna see how it's gonna go. I might not know much about the next chapter of my life. All I know is that I have the passion and the drive to make something big happen in my life. I am ready for this adventurous energy, okay? So I was asking Spirit what they want you to focus on, okay? How can you create some type of success, a successful moment, a successful career opportunity, whatever you're thinking about, or successfully finding out what your niche is or what your purpose is, okay? And interestingly enough, we have the card here, Trust. It says, trust yourself and the universe's plan for you. Do not give your trust to others lightly. When one door closes, another one opens. And I feel like there has been like a door that has been closing for you the last couple of, I would say the last couple of 3 to 4 months. Maybe some of you guys, you have quit your job. Some of you guys, you might have already started your own business. You might be newly self-employed, okay? Or you might have started like a new hobby, a new project recently, or you are in the midst of trying something completely new, something that you've never done before. And Spirit is just asking you, I almost want to say that Spirit is saying that you are on the right track, because with the trust in the universe, I almost want to say, yeah, you are. I just saw your Spirit guides. Spirit wants you to know that you're on the right track when it comes to your career, when it comes to you manifesting some type of adventurous energy in your life, okay? We also have here the card Connect to Source, and it says, go within and to discover what needs to be done. Create the shift required to attract what you want. And I feel like you're already doing that. I feel like you have like a very, very positive attitude towards the next chapter in your life, or you have like a very, very positive attitude when it comes to a career shift, or when it comes to you starting something new. I almost want to say for most of you, you already found something that really lights up your fire. You see, we lit up the candle. So I feel like you already found what really excites you. I feel like you already are aware of a passion, or you recently discovered something that you're freaking passionate about, or you recently had like a huge idea or a huge project in mind. And I feel like you have like a very positive attitude, and I feel like there is not much guidance that you need, to be completely honest. All I want to tell you is that Spirit is asking you to continue to be connected to them. Every time you might be in doubt, it's time for a prayer. It's time to go out. It's time to look at the stars, the moon, the sun, whatever it is. So this is just asking you to stay connected to Spirit, to stay connected to your spirit guides, to God, okay? Because of course it is a journey, and there's sometimes bumps in the road, okay? I also channeled something here for you guys. Let me see. Yeah, okay. I also channeled for you guys that what might be super duper beneficial for you when it comes to manifesting success in your life. Again, it's all about the new things, but I also want to say I'm hearing entering new territory. Okay, so you guys are really doing something new. I'm also hearing you will be playing a different role, because I'm being brought to a different oracle card from a different deck, and I'm hearing you will be playing a different role. I almost want to say that you are right now really embodying and stepping into the best version of yourself, or into a version of yourself that you didn't know was inside of you. Okay, to me this almost feels like you are right now embracing and embodying, and this energy is like, you know, like bubbling up inside of your soul and your spirit, where you are almost like you're not letting anything hold you back anymore. I feel like a very positive attitude towards life, positive attitude towards your new chapter, positive attitude towards you manifesting success. I feel like you do believe in yourself, which is beautiful. Again, we sometimes have bumps in the road, but I feel like overall your attitude is freaking amazing. And I feel like there has recently been a shift. I don't feel like it has always been like that you have been so positive, but I feel like maybe you've received signs, maybe you already saw some type of result from a hard work. Okay, because I feel like recently there was like a huge shift in your attitude when it comes to you winning in life, or when it comes to you manifesting success. Again, you have this attitude of somebody who knows that they're gonna win no matter what happens, no matter the circumstances, which we're going to talk about in a second. But Spirit might be asking you to continue to be inspired, and inspiration you will find when you go to new places. I also heard vacation is going to be super duper beneficial for you. In case you already planned a vacation, or you have some time and funds to go somewhere, you should definitely do that. It's going to spark the heck out of you. I also heard to walk different roads in your city. Okay, so this almost feels like Spirit is asking you to explore your city, or the city that you are in, but to walk into different directions, or to walk little streets that you've never walked before. Okay, or this could be asking you for like a road trip, or to change city for one day and go to a different city. Okay, it's gonna be super duper, because I feel like there's something about your positive energy being charged up by everything new, whatever this new energy is pertaining to. A new book, a new podcast, everything new sparks the heck out of you. It gives you like a very positive attitude, and that kind of attitude is amazing when it comes to manifesting success. Okay, we also have here the card Nurture Yourself, which talks about investing time in self-care now will yield more energy for you later, you see. So Spirit is saying here, what is really going to make you excel in your career, make you get the promotion, or make you get the job, make you understand what your purpose is, again, where you are at in the timeline, is really to do everything that inspires the heck out of you. Okay, may it be a movie, a podcast, may it be a vacation destination. Everything new is going to help you to have a very positive attitude, and is also going to help you to have like enough energy, because I almost want to say you have like a fire inside of you, and the Spirit is just asking you to keep the fire burning. Okay, keep the fire burning with whatever inspires you, and find inspiration, maybe going to an art gallery, going to a different cafe, a different restaurant. Everything new is going to inspire you and keep your internal flame burning. Okay, and that is going to make you excel in your career. Okay, we also got the card here, so I'm going to talk about what Spirit wants you to focus on. We have here listen only to love. Okay, and the card says don't allow fear to distract you from your divine mission. You see, so I want to say you already are on your mission, even if you feel like I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Every time you explore who you are, every time you explore new projects, new art, new music, you're already on your mission to finding out what your purpose is, because this is all part of finding who you are and what you're going to bring to the world, specifically also when it comes to your career. You know, like a little art piece can inspire you to do something differently at your job that will then help you to get a promotion. It can be little things that inspire you. I feel like what Spirit wants you to focus on is everything that brings you inspiration, and everything that makes you feel excited. Like keep the fire burning inside of you, I keep hearing. And it also talks about don't allow fear to distract you. And I feel like you really don't. I feel like you found a way to cope with maybe fear, or you found a way to trust the universe so much that you do not really, again, there's always bumps in the road, but I feel like overall your attitude is very positive and you do trust the universe here. And Spirit wants you to know, just continue to trust the universe, continue to trust in yourself. And I also feel like you have like a very positive self-image, or this recently has happened where there has been a shift in how you see yourself. Okay, this could be because you got positive feedback, or just in general that something has happened in your life, some type of experience has happened in your life or will be happening very shortly after this reading that will help you to see yourself in a different light, but in a very, very positive one, almost like I can achieve everything, you know, I am a winner. I'm also hearing I'm qualified to do this. Okay, so there could be an increase in confidence here. Okay, that is going to be super duper beneficial for you. But overall, I feel like you have like a very, very beautiful energy that is going to bring you to success quite soon after this reading. Okay, we also have here the law of attraction, but it came out in reverse, and we're going to talk about it. But the card says keep your thoughts positive and surround yourself with positive people and situations, and you will attract more positivity into your life again, because I already felt like a very, very positive energy from you. And you must if I could describe your energy, I don't know why I always go to Dragon Ball Z but you know when they form this ball of light in order to like Kamehameha, right? I want to say what is happening right now with you guys is that this ball of light is being created by your spirit. Okay, it's almost like a bubble of light that helps you to create a new reality when it comes to your career specifically, or like a career shift, or for you to finally understand this is who I am and this is my mission. It's almost like it's bubbling up, it's forming itself, because I feel an energy here of, for whatever reason, somehow you found a way to see yourself in a positive light, or to have more positive thoughts than usual. Okay, but since the card came out in reverse, I also feel like Spirit might be asking you to analyze if the people around you are beneficial for you, in a sense where are the people around you bringing you down, or are they uplifting you? There's something about maybe your circle or your friends. Maybe there is like an energy where you, how can I say that? I'm hearing sometimes you have to do things on your own or go it alone, which is completely different than compared to pile number 2. Because I feel like it feels like an energy like sometimes you have to do things on your own or go alone, because maybe your friends don't understand your path, or maybe the people around you are not ready yet. Because I feel such a strong energy here of you being ready to be in the spotlight. And I feel like the interesting thing is you send out this energy to the universe that you are ready, and guess what is coming back to you? If you signal to the universe that you're freaking ready, that also means that you yourself with your energy open the door for something to come to you. But not everybody might be ready in your circle, okay? So there could be an energy where Spirit is asking you to analyze your relationships around you, and do they impact you in a negative way? And if they do, what can you do about it, you know? That it came reverse also tells me, I feel like for some of you guys, how can I say that even? There's a lot of law of attraction videos on YouTube, and I want to say that you have your own unique way of manifesting, which is Spirit asking you to do things your own way instead of listening to other people. Again, it's completely different compared to pile number 2, because I feel like you have like a good sense of what is good for you and what is not good for you, or you have like a good sense of, I don't know how to describe it. I almost want to say you see things clearly, okay? You see things clearly. Your connection to the universe and to source is so strong that you don't need those law of attraction videos again. If you feel like they really help you, continue. But I'm talking to those who maybe watched a lot of law of attraction videos and they kind of bring you down almost. Okay, so if you find yourself watching law of attraction videos and they bring you down, or you feel like you cannot relate to it, or you feel like they're even discouraging you from manifesting, then stop watching them, because you can do it on your own, or you can come up with your own manifestation technique, is something that I'm picking up here. But overall, keep your thoughts positive, keep the fire burning. I hear, keep the fire burning. And I feel like you already know what you need, because again, it talked about nurturing yourself. So this is all about keeping the flame, the fire, the inspiration, the willpower, the drive, the positive energy inside of your spirit and your body. Keep it up. That's all it's saying here. Okay, keep this good energy up, keep this positive attitude up. Now, what Spirit wants you to focus on, we have here the Hanged Man and the Five of Disappointment, okay, which kind of brings me to, for some of you guys, there might be an energy where you might find out that you are not in alignment with some people around you anymore, okay? And you will be realizing or recognizing that some relationships, some connections really drag you down, and that you have to set boundaries. So for some of you guys, there is a need for you to set boundaries when it comes to connections with people, okay? Because again, for some of you guys, I feel like you have connections in your circle that are not reliable, or they disappoint you a lot, or I'm seeing here, I almost want to say you will be more successful on your own, not because it's not about like, how can I say that? It's not about egotistical. I don't mean it that way. I just mean that, imagine if you walk with somebody who's not ready. You are ready to walk through this gate and another person is not ready. Now, if you stay with this other person because it's a partnership here, then you will also not walk through the gate. Does that make sense? So Spirit wants you to look at possibly connections and relationships where you maybe have to distance yourself or put some boundaries because they do drag you down, or they disappoint you, or they're not as, they don't have that much willpower and drive as you do, or they're not ready yet, okay? Maybe some people are also not ready to understand your vision, and they don't have to, because the most important thing is that you and your spirit guides and you and the universe, that you have a strong connection, okay? And that's all you need at this point in time. People don't have to understand where you're going here, okay? Because I feel like for some of you guys, you might be disappointed that people are not walking with you, or you have to do this on your own, although you thought you could do this with somebody, or you thought you would get the approval of somebody, or you thought another person would respond more positively to your ideas, your thoughts, your career shift, okay, whatever it is. I'm also hearing with the Hanged Man here, I feel like what is going to be extremely beneficial for you may be to excel in your career, to excel in your company, to build up your own business, or to bring your business to the next level, or to find out what your niche is to always, in every situation, to challenge your own perspective in every situation, okay? Specifically when it comes to things not working your way. I'm feeling here, if you find yourself being disappointed with certain things, okay, with a certain outcome, with a friend, with a circumstance, Spirit is asking you to always look at, you know, the logical way. Like, for example, you missed the bus. You wanted to go somewhere, you missed the bus. Or let's say, I'm going to give one example. So I was driving somewhere and I was a little bit like, I had mental clutter on that day. And because of that, I missed my station. I missed my station and I was like, okay, because that could, usually the normal response or the logical response would be being frustrated and being kind of like triggered, or feeling like, the day is not going as planned, or just again being frustrated, irritated, like, damn, I missed my station, right? That's the normal response to that situation. Now, if we train our mind to see a situation from all angles, or from more than one angle, we would think, okay, maybe there's a reason why I missed my station. Let me just, yeah, we talked about it, like new new territory and new places and streets, okay? Because in that situation, I just got out of the station and I was like, okay, let me just go here. I went to eat something, although this was not my plan. And then come to find out that on that station where I missed my station, but the station that I dropped off, yeah, the station that I decided to go up and go to a restaurant was actually a place where the universe could send me a huge sign, right? So in that situation, Spirit is asking you to see disappointing situations or things not going according to plan from a different perspective, because there might be a reason behind it, okay? So every time you feel like the normal response would be frustration or why is this not going according to plan? Always challenge yourself, like, what would be the positive side of seeing that situation, or what could possibly be a reason, like maybe like a higher reason or the bigger picture of something not working out or something not going according to plan, okay? Because then the interesting thing is, in disappointing situations or when there's like a bump in the road or we have like a result that we were not wishing for, I know it's easier said than done, don't get me wrong. It's all about practice, okay? But usually in those situations, there's a way. What I want to say is, turn an L, like a loss, into a lesson, and you will never fail, or you will never feel like a loser. Because if you turn a loss into a lesson, you still gain something from it. You don't gain maybe the win that you wanted to gain, but you gain the lesson that then eventually brings you to the win, okay? So there's something about changing your perspective, challenging your perspective, specifically when you find yourself getting disappointed by a person, by people, by an outcome, by how the day is going, okay? Because there might be a deeper reason behind it. And every time, for example, if I would have been frustrated and irritated for the rest of the day, I would have ruined my day myself by being frustrated that it didn't go as planned. But if I say, okay, this is not going according to plan, let me do the best in that situation, let me make the best out of it, I reclaim my power. I do not give my power to circumstances not going as planned or something not going as planned. That's when you give your power away. When you get frustrated and ruin your whole day based upon one thing not working out, you give your power away. You reclaim your power by saying, okay, it didn't go as planned, I'm kind of pissed right now, but let me make the best out of it. That's when you regain and reclaim your power in that situation. That's where you will never find yourself feeling like a loser, because it's a lesson. It's not a loss, it's a lesson, baby. Okay? And we know that wisdom and lessons bring us to success. How many times have singers, actors, they had to practice. They probably fucked up a lot of times in front of the camera before they got it right, right? So this is all about, if it's not a huge success, it's usually a lesson, or you're still in the training preparation phase. That's all Spirit wants you to know, because you might have like a very positive attitude right now, but again, there's always bumps in the road, and Spirit is asking you to find a coping mechanism, or to find a way to never lose your power in a difficult situation, or to never lose your power for too long in a situation that feels disappointing, okay? Always get the gold. Wow, interesting. Always get the gold out of a situation that seems disappointing or saddening. Does that make sense? Okay. That's where you are in control. That's where you regain and reclaim your power. Like, I'm not gonna let this fuck up my day. I'm not gonna let this ruin my day. I'm gonna make the best out of it. Maybe there's something there for me, okay? Maybe there's something that I can learn from that situation. Okay. I'm also hearing mistakes are not punishments. Mistakes are not a sign of you not being capable. Mistakes are simply experiences until you are ready to experience success. See mistakes as experiences, okay? And not as something that dampens your mood. I know it's easier said than done. Don't get me wrong, okay? But to not let it piss you off for too long. I feel like you already have like a very positive attitude, but again, there's sometimes bumps in the road. Not every day is beautiful, but right now you are in a really, really good energy I pick up here. Okay, so we're going to use new cards for you. I didn't do that for pile number 1 and pile number 2 because they just came. Ooh. It says the mirror, know thyself, self-examine, seeing who you really are. You see, I feel like you came to the conclusion that you're the shit, or you're really, really good at something, or spirit is asking you. I just feel like you got like a very positive image of yourself. I don't know what happened. It may have been triggered by an experience, by a book, by a person, by a synchronicity, but I feel like you have such a beautiful view of yourself. You see yourself as somebody who can win, who can succeed, and it's beautiful, okay? What you see in the mirror will mirror back to you in your external world, I'm hearing. Okay, Spirit, what should pile number 3 focus on to really bring huge success to them in their career? That's a lot, yeah. Let's see. Hey guys, the camera cut off. So we have the card Sanctuary here. And the card says privacy, inviolate personal space, respected boundaries and taboos. Oh, okay, and we talked about it, right? Boundaries, like setting boundaries with people. So what I want to tell you guys is, okay, now I'm getting it. I feel like you're in such a high vibe right now, or your energy is so amazing, so magnificent, to the point where you have to set boundaries or guard yourself from people that are not there yet. You know how when you get in contact with like a grumpy person, sometimes they can really bring your mood down. We talked about it. To not let other people ruin your mood, okay, to reclaim your power. I'm being brought to Sadhguru, and I think something, oh yeah, okay, in one video he said, I will never give the power to another person to determine or influence my mood. That's the energy that I pick up here. To not let other people's circumstances influence your mood, because I feel like the core of your being is quite positive, okay? Or you found some type of remedy, some type of practice that really brings you high vibe energy. But now it's all about like setting boundaries so that other people don't drag you down again, okay? This is also asking you to be a little bit more private. We talked about it, right? How maybe friends disappoint you with the way that they respond, or that you feel like some people are unreliable in your circle. It doesn't even have to be friends. It could be co-workers or something like that. I feel an energy here. Yeah, it's about like privacy, meaning like keep your next moves private, okay? Let's see. I really feel like in order for you to succeed, it's really about keeping the flame burning inside of you. But again, it could be that you sometimes get influenced by outside forces, outside sources, and it's really about finding a way to kind of have like a bubble around you that makes it almost impossible or very, very hard for other people's energy to penetrate you. I don't know. You tell me. Okay, what's your pile number 3 focus on when it comes to excelling in their career? The card came out again. You see, we talked about it at the bottom of the deck. It wanted to come out again. It says, know thyself, self-examine, seeing who you really are. Okay. And then we have here dreams. It says vivid dreaming, dream messages, dream teaching. Dream teaching, okay, so there might be a need for you to, especially if you are still in the midst of finding out who you really are and what your mission in life is. There's a lot of hidden messages in your dreams right now. And I'm also feeling for a lot of you guys, visualization is how you manifest. I'm also hearing through drawing and through visualizing. So whatever visualization means to you, this could be a vision board is visualization. This could be closing your eyes and having a vision, or seeing yourself in a specific place, doing something experiencing something, or this could be drawing, because drawing is also like vision, or putting your vision that you have of yourself on paper, drawing it. Okay. And then we have here the Selkie and her skin. Reclaim your authenticity. We talked about it. Reclaim your power, reclaim your space, reclaim your privacy. Okay. I'm also feeling an energy here. Authenticity. Authenticity usually talks about staying true to yourself. So what Spirit wants you to know is you do not have to be a certain way to succeed and have a successful career. All you need is love for the person that you already are, and to really like yourself, like to like what you do, to like how you do things, to just have like a sense of liking yourself, and then putting that version that you like inside of you, put it out there. Okay, this is not about like having a mask or being a certain way. Spirit is really asking you, you don't have to be a certain way to succeed. You just have to be you and like who you are, or improve who you are, or become the next version, the next upgraded version of yourself, but it's still you. So every time you do things because you want to succeed, how can I say that? So what I mean by that is you might find yourself in situations where, I'm trying to find the right words. Okay, so sometimes it happens automatically where we, for example, I'm going to give a simple example. You want to get a job, and you feel like who I am is not good enough. I'm going to put a mask on so that they think I am somebody else and I get the job. And Spirit is saying that's where you find yourself not getting the results that you want. You will get the best results and succeed in your career, or find out what your career path is, when you are the most authentic and most honest version with yourself and with other people. To even say, hey, I'm a little bit nervous right now, or I'm trying my best to get to know the company, instead of, do you know what I mean? It feels like every time you find yourself feeling like you have to be somebody else other than you, take a break for 1 minute, close your eyes, and feel your own heart, your own soul, and what you think makes you beautiful. And then embrace that. This doesn't need you don't need a mask to succeed. I feel like some of you guys needed to hear that. You also have here nonverbal communication, energetic pulses, and mind reading. Wow, interesting. So with that energy, we talked about it already, right? Where I said the energy that you put out right now is freaking amazing. And that's why you will also attract freaking amazing energy to you. It says nonverbal communication, energetic pulses. You're sending energetic pulses, waves into the universe right now that are freaking amazing. And you're going to see that something beautiful is coming your way. Okay. Mind reading. There might also be an energy where you are able to read other people's mind, okay? Some of you guys, you are, you have this beautiful ability to read other people's mind, and you can actually use it to your advantage, okay? Meaning, if you are in a conversation, you want to get a job, I'm gonna stick with that example. You have the ability to read people, meaning you have the ability to find out, is this person sensitive? What does this person like, and stuff like that. This is not necessarily manipulation. I just feel like it's working with energies. If you already know how a person works by just looking at them, because you have this ability, you can use it to your advantage, because you can then start a conversation that is right up this person's alley, right? You will start a conversation like, oh, this person seems to be sensitive. Or I'm also feeling here, interesting where we're going here. For example, you have an interview and your boss or the person that you're trying to convince has like a picture or a poster, and then you can like see, like if you look at their office, and then you see like, oh, this person likes this and that and this and that, and if you start a conversation based upon the poster that you saw, you're gonna get the, how can I say that? It's almost like you are coming across you will leave a very good impression, okay? And they will keep you in mind because somehow you found a way to connect to their soul. Somehow you found a way to speak to this person's heart that will actually bring you some type of career opportunity, okay? This could be in any conversation. It doesn't even have to be, this could be connections. This could be in a business, in a company. This could be you trying to get like a book deal or whatever it is, okay? So pay attention to that. You have this beautiful ability to read other people's mind, or to be able to see through other people. And as you can do that, you can use it to your advantage by starting conversations again that are right up this person's alley, and then they will perceive you as very empathetic, or as very assertive, or as very how do you say that? You will leave a mark on this person, or like they will remember like, oh, that was, you know, the lady that talked about the poster in my office. You would stay in this person's mind. Does that make sense? Wow, I really went somewhere else. Okay. So what I feel like Spirit is asking you to do here is to really, you're already doing a great job here, I must say. Keep nurturing yourself, keep up the good work when it comes to your self-care routine, okay? Maybe upgrade your self-care routine. Keep up the great work that gives you like this great energy that you have in your spirit right now, and make sure that this great energy in your spirit is not interrupted, okay? Not interrupted by circumstances, people, events, okay? Keep your cool. I'm hearing keep your cool. You know you got this. Okay, I freaking love those cards, man. Let me get one more. What should pile number 3 focus on right now? What should pile number 3 focus on right now? I even feel like your reading is gonna be quite short, because I'm feeling you're already doing a great job here, okay? What should pile number 3 focus on in order to manifest some type of success in their career? Song of the Siren, the call, summoning voice to acknowledge. Isn't it the siren that is very seducing? I feel like sirens have the reputation of seducing people. We talked about it. For some of you guys, you can use your seductive qualities to get what you want, okay? And for others of you, I keep feeling like you know people, or you are empathetic, and you can actually use it. You can use it to leave a print in people's mind, to stay in people's mind, to leave a positive impression, so that they would contact you, offer you this career opportunity. Also even, I feel like you are very trustworthy. I feel like you have an energy that you are very trustworthy, or people feel like they can trust you. And for that reason, you will see that a lot of people will be drawn to giving you the job, giving you the opportunity, okay? There's something about being trustworthy, or you reading people's mind, or you using your psychic abilities as well as your empathetic abilities to your advantage, okay? This is not about manipulation. This is about working with energies. It is about seeing things from a different perspective, that everything is energy. Everything is energy. I'm hearing the quote by Nikola Tesla. If you wish to understand the universe, oh, that makes sense, man. The whole reading is coming together, but look at that. If you wish to make sense of the universe, think in terms of vibrations, frequencies, and... I forgot the last word. Vibrations, frequencies, and energies? Yeah. and energies, okay? So for some of you guys, there might also be an energy where Spirit wants you to study Nikola Tesla or study his practices, okay? If you wish to understand the universe, including career and success, right? Think in terms of vibration, frequency, and energy. I'm also hearing some of you guys, it's time for you to make the call, okay? For some of you guys, it's time for you to speak up in a situation. And for others of you, it's really using your seductive qualities or what you have been gifted with to your advantage. This comes back to knowing yourself. If you already know what you have been gifted with, what you are really good at, if you are empathetic, you can use that, you know. It's not always like a curse because we feel everybody's or people's emotions and stuff like that. You can also use it to manifest blessings, you know. What should pile number 3 focus on? I freaking love those cards. I'm so happy right now. Should pile number 3 focus on to manifest huge success in their career? What's going on here? One last card. And then I have like a surprise. Well, it's not a surprise, but every image, behind every image there's a book, because I have business books and stuff like that, and there's a book here. I'm gonna reveal it to you in a second. Okay, I'm just checking the time here. Okay, we have a guide. It says, oh, sorry guys. So the card says a guide, mentor, a trustworthy ally. You see, we talked about it. There's something about you being trustworthy, or you being able to gain people's trust with your heart and your soul and your spirit, because you are so, I don't know, for some reason you stay in people's mind, or you have just the ability to read a person's soul, read a person's heart, read a person's mind, and you can really use that to your advantage, even on your career path, okay? But overall, this talks about keep in contact or keep being connected to your guides, okay? Keep being connected to some type of mentor that is teaching you, okay, that makes you become a better version of yourself, and a trustworthy ally here. And it talked about do not give your trust to others lightly. So there is a need for you to decipher who can you trust and who can you not trust. Specifically, we're talking about career. So there's people that are not supposed to know about your ideas, are not supposed to know about your path, because they give like a negative vibration, or they just bring you down energetically, okay? But then there's other people that you can trust. So there's a need for you to decipher who you can trust and who you cannot trust, who is reliable and who is not. And to keep up the great work when it comes to you being connected to your spirit guides, okay? Amazing, amazing. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna reveal the card, the book for you guys. So we have here the book, What the Rich Teach Their Kids About Money That the Poor and Middle Class Do Not. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It's freaking amazing. I love this book. But we're gonna check what Spirit wants you to know here. Okay. We might get like 1 or 2 more cards, because I feel like your reading is a little bit shorter. Spirit, what do you want pile number 3 to know when it comes to their career? Okay, guys, so it is chapter 2, lesson 2. So 2 might be a significant number to you, or 222. Here was a man who had not gone along with the crowd. He was a man who did his own thinking and detested the words, "We have to do it this way because that's the way everyone else does it." He also hated the word "can't." If you wanted him to do something, just say, "I don't think you can do it." You see, but it's reversed. We talked about how Spirit is asking you to reverse things, okay? You see, the guy here, if you told him you cannot do this, this was fuel to the fire for him to try and do it. You see, it's about changing your perspective in a situation that is supposed to bring you down, but you reverse it to the point where it becomes something that fuels you or gives you motivation, okay? If you wanted him to do something, just say, I don't think you can do it. Mike and I learned more sitting in on his meetings than we did in all our years of school, college included. Mike's dad was not book smart, but he was financially educated and successful as a result. He told us over and over again, an intelligent person hires people who are more intelligent than he is. So Mike and I had the benefit of spending hours listening to and learning from intelligent people. Interesting, okay. But because of this, Mike and I couldn't go along with the standard dogma our teachers preached, and that caused problems whenever the teacher said, if you don't get good grades, you won't do well in the real world. Mike and I just raised our eyebrows when we were told to follow set procedures and not deviate from the rules. We could see how school discouraged creativity. You see, something about discouragement. What is triggering you to feel discouraged, and cut that shit out. We started to understand why our rich dad told us that schools were designed to produce good employees instead of employers. Occasionally, Mike or I would ask our teachers how what we studied was applicable in the real world, or why we never studied money and how it worked. To the latter question, we often got the answer that money was not important, that if we excelled in our education, the money would follow. The more we know about the power of money, the more distant we grow from the more we knew about the power of money, the more distant we grew from the teachers and our classmates. Interesting, because I talked about it, right? That you might feel like a disconnect to the people around you, to your co-workers, or that you feel like you're not understood, or there might be like a difference in lifestyle happening here between you and the people around you, okay? I'm hearing if you shift into a new reality, or if you are becoming a new version of yourself, because you are right in your transformation right now to become a new version of yourself, shedding your skin. But that also might mean that you do not see eye to eye with old beliefs, old ways of living, and old lifestyle. Everything old is questionable, okay? It might even be your circle that might be changing here, or needs to change, okay? Because this is asking here, or this is talking about surrounding yourself with intelligent people, or people who know more than you do, meaning there might be a need for you to find new mentors, or to connect to people that are way ahead of you, okay? Because that's how you learn the most. Yeah. Let me continue. My highly educated dad never pressured me about my grades, but we did begin to argue about money. By the time I was 16, I probably had a far better foundation with money than both my parents. I could keep books, I listened to tax accounts, corporate attorneys, bankers, real estate brokers, investors, and so forth. By contrast, my dad talked only to other teachers. One day my dad told me that our home was his greatest investment, and a not too pleasant argument took place when I showed him why I thought a house was not a good investment. You see, there's something about the people around you not seeing eye to eye. This could be even co-workers, that you have a completely different mindset compared to the people around you, and it might be time for you to seek a circle that is, again, people that are way ahead of you, way more intelligent, or you would perceive them as way more intelligent as you, or to go to the next level when it comes to books, okay, to upgrade, like really reading about like financial education or education about money. There's something about upgrade. Maybe an upgrade in mentors, an upgrade in your friend circle, an upgrade in the people that you talk to, listen to, okay? There's something about connect with people that are more intelligent than you are. And interesting, because it says listen only to love. So there's a need for you to decipher what you listen to. There's a need for you to, there's something about who do you listen to, or what do you listen to. Listening to intelligent people, podcasts, books, upgrading, even to topics that you have no idea about, for example, taxes or something like that. To just dip your toe in it, I'm hearing. Okay. All right. I'm also being brought to, I'm hearing it is better to know a little about a lot than to know a lot about a little. I don't know who needed to hear that. There's something, yeah, it's something about expanding your knowledge to know more about, to know a little more about a lot of things. It almost feels like to open up your horizon to topics that you never thought of, to gain new knowledge about new topics, may it be cryptocurrency or real estate or whatever the heck it is, everything that pertains to career or finding your purpose. This might also be an energy where it's time for you to pick up a new book, listen to a new podcast, okay? Or to listen to somebody who already found their purpose and ask them, hey, how did you find your purpose? How was your story? Okay. Stillness. Okay. I feel an energy where Spirit is also saying, do not get distracted here. There's something about not getting distracted and to stay away from drama, I'm hearing as well. Whatever that means to you, staying away from drama, stay away from gossip, because you have a whole career to manifest, you have dreams, so stay away from that shit. Okay, yeah, you see, I say stay away from drama. Look at that on the bottom of the deck, drama. Okay, let's get a few more. I'm just checking the time here. Spirit, one more card here. What should pile number 3 focus on to manifest success? Interesting. To be honest, if I look at this card, to me this looks like gossip, doesn't it? What would you say? It looks like gossip, right? Stay away from that shit. And then here, yeah. I'm hearing, yeah, there's, I feel like there might be an energy where there's like a change in circle on the horizon here for some of you guys, okay? For others of you, there might be like a need for you to distance yourself a little bit, to just focus a little bit more on yourself and your own path, okay? Nothing wrong with that. And a lot of you guys, it's time for new people that again are way more intelligent, have way more knowledge, new mentors, sorry. Okay. What should pile number 3 focus on to excel and find success in their career? What do we have here? Oh, baby. So pile number 3, I feel like Spirit is asking you to take a chance, I'm hearing. I'm also hearing all in. I'm hearing it's time for you to fully commit to something here. To devote yourself to sorry, see me stuttering. I need to stop. To fully commit. To give your 100% to something, to a project, fully commit. You will see that if you give your 100% to this next project, this next skill, this next thing that you have in your mind, this mission that you have, it will come back to you like a boomerang. If you give 100%, you get 100%. If you fully commit, you will see that the universe is also committed to bring the wealth to you. Okay, I'm hearing all in. Give it your all. Don't be afraid to take risks, calculated risk. Always be safe, but I'm hearing don't be afraid to take risks. Okay. I'm also hearing if you never risk anything, you can, how can I say that? it feels like in life you have to risk things, or if you want something you've never had, you have to do something you've never done before. That's what I'm hearing. But it also is like pertaining to doing something risky or doing something that you've never done before, where you might look like a fool or you might look like a beginner, okay? I'm feeling here there's a need for you to focus on connection, or to connecting to new people, or finding connection globally, a network, finding a network, becoming part of a network. Oh my God, your spirit guides are here all over the place, okay? I just saw them. There's something about networking here. There's something about opening up your door to new people, or to there's something about new people here, but again, it requires for you to have a compass who's trustworthy and who's not. But I feel like you already do have that. And if not, you can ask your spirit guides, okay? There's something about networking here that's going to be extremely beneficial for you. Networking, connecting to people, connecting to like-minded people, opening up the door, taking on invitations. And look at this radiant energy that you exude that keeps coming up here. And interestingly enough, the Five of Swords talks about defeat, okay? This talks about a situation that kind of went shitty, but look at her. She's like, oh, well, on to the next one. It's not, this is not affecting her. There's something about your mood not being affected by outside circumstances. To find a way to cope with what is going, it almost feels like a core, that your core is peaceful at all times. And again, to not give power to people, circumstances, places to disturb your peace or to change your mood. Because in the core of your being, you're quite a positive, I just wanted to say quite positive butterfly, I don't know. There's something, you have like a core in your being, you're like a little sunshine inside, okay? But sometimes there is like dark clouds coming. Again, circumstances, people, it's just like, keep your boundaries up. See who you can trust and who you cannot trust, but it's definitely time to network, definitely time to connect with people on a deeper level, or to find a way to connect to people that are way more intelligent, way more advanced as you. Because I'm hearing, show me the 5 people that you surround yourself with and I know who you are. And we talked about the question here, who you really are, okay? And if you're upgrading and becoming a new version of yourself, that also means that maybe your friend circle is changing because it's a different version of you. It's still you, but maybe it's a more professional version of you. Maybe it's a more determined, disciplined version of you. Okay? I think that's all I have for you guys. I could talk for hours and I really like your energy here, but I think that's all I have for you. Also, for example, if you don't know what to do about your life, again, maybe connect to people who found their way and find out who they did, how they did it. How did they find their way? How did the universe show them their purpose? And can you find similarities in your journey? Okay, I love you guys. I'm going to see you in my next one, and I wish you a lovely day. Bye.